All right, so 2 NASCARs down, 1 more to go, and that last one here, Camaro ZL1, I am of course 20% complete at where I am. But before I jump in, since my solo team of 3, yeah, I know, funny how that works out, even by just running through the, doing regular racing, not necessarily trying to set any fast speed. Of course, this is all done with the, the limited time series PR, actually for 2 cars, and one actually has, one account is running stock. So, but that was apparently enough to get me land on 3,394th place in the world. So there we go. No, there's no gold for doing that, but hey, that is something. And of course, the overtaking challenge is the next event coming up for these NASCARs. That's a grinder. So, and let's see, if you want to land gold, you have to be in top 200. And if you can land in top 200 by yourself, that's 500 gold in the pocket, which is not bad. But I got bigger fish to fry here, and that is trying to win this final 3rd NASCAR of 2019 season. So let's jump in and get moving on this one. So we got a NASCAR, Tier 4. We got NASCAR at Brands Hatch. Lap count shouldn't be that high. Hunter at Dubai Hill Circuit. And yeah, so I need, of course, more upgrades to complete this, because right now it's, as you know, 50.2 is just the cash upgrades, the racing dollar only. So time to get that round 2 upgrades here. Time to spend some gold once again. So 48 gold for engine, and we'll of course get the following racing dollar upgrade. Tier 3, same for drivetrain, another 46 this time. Gold and 250,000 racing dollars and change. 8-hour wait time, and then the body is another 36 gold. 198.8k racing dollars. Next, suspension, 42 gold, and of course 229.4k racing. Whoa, I should probably get that, huh? There we go. And then exhaust, gold cost is the same as suspension, 42. That's almost always the case with a lot of these cars. And slightly less for racing dollar upgrade following here. And they all take 8 hours. And moving on, brakes is the next category here, 32 gold and some 175,000 racing dollars for that. And finally, tires and wheels, 38 gold for the gold upgrade, and to wrap it up, 210,500 racing dollars for that final upgrade that we're gonna need. All right, so today's goal is to get up to 50% completion with these with this car in this limited time series. So and then I will make another 25% increment tomorrow to bring it up to 75% completion, and then final day I should be able to complete the last 25%. So basically, yeah, 25% completion increment rate here per day. So it has worked out relatively well, because I haven't had to race all too hard, you know, very manageable, taking it nice and easy, and even getting the car serviced at the end of each of those 25% completion instead of running all in red. I know, breaking away from the pattern, right? But for these NASCARs, I'll make that exception. All right. Anyway, we got a short 3-lapper here at Brands Hatch. Be pretty easy. Just gotta make sure I don't win by too huge of a margin. And let's see. Of course, I will. Since the team event the overtaking event is happening soon, I will be setting some score, whether I want to or not. But probably won't be racing all that crazy. Let's see. With solo runs, you can set up a more manageable goal of setting that team goal, like, you know, like for overtaking challenges. If you overtake so many cars, you get rewards for doing that without regardless of your team rank, right? So typically for overtaking challenges, I think there's maybe 20 gold available. So if you're running by yourself, of course, it's just 20 gold all to yourself. And if you're running in a team of 20, that's 1 gold per racer. And of course, when you got 20 people running in your team, that goal is pretty easy. That's probably why they give you only so little. But maybe it's more than 20 gold. Maybe it's 40 gold. So then, in that case, if you do it by yourself, that's 40 gold in the pocket. And those are typically not too difficult to accomplish, especially in these limited time series where you have only the flag bots, so they're easily trainable. So speaking of training bots, there we go. Trying to keep that margin of victory close. So yeah, you know, like when I was doing that 20-lapper at Richmond for Camry at the end, the final tier, I think I lapped every single opponent like 3 times, some of them 4 times. And of course the grid size on these NASCAR races are pretty big. You got like some 40 cars, so without doing you know, too much of bot training, you're still able to score. Say if there were grid of 40 or 40 and change, you know, then for doing the 20-lapper, you can set some pretty, you know, that's like, if you lap every single one 4 times, that's like 160 overtakes just for 1 race, right? Which is not too bad. And if you keep on doing that, of course, if you're running in red, obviously wouldn't quite be able to do as many. And I don't know if you do, because NASCAR, at least back in the day, I don't know if it still applies. We used to be able to disable opponent cars, like the back in early years, like 2015, 2016 season. It was really easy to disable the opponent cars. You can like disable every single one of them, which means they're all not moving. So if you got a 20-lapper, you're lapping every single one almost 20 times, which is kind of insane. Whoa, I should pay attention, huh? But anyway, yeah. So that is another option. I used to call it like it's like a Carmageddon, where you crash into every single car and just disable all of them. Yes. So that was fun. I don't know. Since then, they kind of nerfed that feature. So the cars, last time I tried, you can still disable cars, but it takes a bit more effort. You have to hit the other cars just right to get them to, you know, fail. Otherwise, you're just losing your ranks, which is not good. So, yeah, I don't know how effective that is anymore. But we'll see. I might try it out, see if it still works. Anyway, there's a gold trophy number 2 for tier 4. So we got the race 3 here for precious 5 gold. 25% completion at the Brickyard. PR 50.4 is required, of course. 3-lapper, so low lap count still. And of course, at the end, we had a 10-lapper at the Indianapolis Speedway, and then the Richmond is 20-lapper. And I feel like we had only 9-lapper at Daytona. I think the Indianapolis is larger. In fact, I'm pretty certain that this is the largest NASCAR track. So Daytona, I believe you have actually higher lap count, like 12 laps, if I remember correctly, but not in this, not in the last limited time series. But I think the 9-lapper was the last one. But that might be more related to the fact that it wasn't the final tier. It was like it was tier 14. I think I had the 9-lapper. So, well, anyway, that is that. And we got a seeper here. Keep him in the rear. There we go. Try to sneak by there one more time. Come on, give me some slipstreaming. Not so much, huh? Oh well. All right. Let's see, how long does a lap at the Indianapolis Speedway take? Maybe 40 seconds, 40. The Richmond takes about 20 seconds or less, depending on your upgrade status and whether it's in red or not. Indianapolis, yeah, around 40-45 second range. I feel like Daytona takes about the same, but that doesn't sound right, does it? I mean, if this is the longest track, this obviously should be taking longer, but well, I guess we'll find out. So this one, and of course this one I'm running in green, so most likely next time I come across Daytona race, at least in today's run, I'm planning on running without servicing until I get to the 50% completion mark. So yeah, we'll see. All right. There we go. 3 minutes for 3 laps, just under. So it's, you know, about a minute per lap here. Pretty slow. That would be the bot speed. So, all right. Camaro ZL1 with its superior braking power. Okay, that's just ever so slightly in red, so that's not too bad. So maybe in the next year I will have a race at Daytona, then I can find out for certain how long it takes. But in the meantime, let's collect, okay, 4,000 racing dollars plus the 5 gold. There we go, for 25% completion. All right. So there it is. So we'll try to make it to 50% completion before the end of today for extra 10 gold. So let's keep on moving. See you in the next race.